All right, I think we're going here. Hey, so welcome back to our midweek Q&A. We'll see if we'll see if anyone shows up today. Let's see if we can get over here and hey, clicking a bunch of buttons here and see if we can get the chat window open up. Yo. Once a broadcast has been created, well, I thought we was created. So let's go over here and check. Don't want to miss anyone if anyone does show up. And we are live. So, not seeing the chat window. So that is no bueno. Once a broadcast has been created, live chat will appear here. Private broadcasts are not supported. So I guess that means we gotta go public. So hold on just one moment. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy over to here, and if you are here, then good on you. I might sneeze on camera here for you. That'd be exciting. And let's refresh that. Well, this might not have. So we need to get over to the. Definitely need to get over to the. Discord if you want to get on video. Here, I'm not certain why that ain't showing up there. Oh, here we go. Oh, Lord. We're almost there, peeps. Well, shit. All right, so it looks like we're going to have to go ahead and stop the stream and then start again, which stinks. Because I ain't seeing... Wait, let's try this one more time. Unless I can get your questions over here. Sorry, guys. I know I got a couple of you guys. Oh, here we go. Dave Taylor, there you go. Okay. I can see your chats over here. So, we are back in the saddle, at least, kind of. I'm going to have to sit here and watch myself. I've got it running on YouTube over here. Sorry, guys. So, Dave, a couple of you guys. Oh, here we go. If you are there, please say yo and let me know that you can. I can see your chats over here. So, hear that? Let's go ahead and mute this. We are back in the saddle. Looks like we got a bit of a lag. But let's move forward here. So we've been working on the flagship project. Flagship Starship USA here. Using our, well, I don't know. Flagship whatever nation you want to put in there. So let's get over to our browser here. Pull up our flagship project Europe again. So if we click on over to here, should be able to do this. Okay, so here we are back to our project. Now, we don't have to just talk about the project. Yo, there's Dave. Okay, Gary is here. Glad to see you as well, Gary. Gary, Dave, welcome. Okay, so we got this screen up here. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I guess we're working out the kinks. You know what they say, it's only kinky the first time, so. Look at that. Why do I have that screen on there too? Oh, because we got to get over there. Yo. Okay, working out the kinks. So let's, I'm going to go ahead and leave this up to you guys. Anybody got any questions? We're working on this project here, the AI Sync Challenge, essentially using the Sonic to get that up and running. I did get a couple messages today from people saying that they did get it up and running and that it was difficult, but that it was worth it. So good on for you. Clap, clap, clap on that. Getting our text-to-speech working. I've been using Zonos quite a bit because, I want to do some voice cloning stuff with that. Let me see if I can pull this out. All right, there we go. We got that out, so now I can see the chats again. But what are you guys working on? So let me know. I'm going to check over my Discord, see if anyone's popped in over there. But meanwhile, write down here in your comment section any questions you got. And we will handle that. Okay. In the meanwhile, I'm here at the Discord. No one has popped in here, so it's just going to be me on video for now. I have been working on this. Let me pull this up while I'm waiting for some questions here. I've been working on something called Bumbo Boom, and I have been using the lip syncing software quite a bit for that. So that's been good. Let me see if I can. Here, we'll pull it up on the Instagram here. Okay, so there we go over here. Where did that? Oh. God, I'm sorry. This is all sorts of wonky, isn't it? All right, there we go. So this kind of stuff that I've been working on over here. No questions here, just checking out the live stream for the first time. Well, Dave, thank you for checking it out. It's been a kind of a mess. We're going to get it pulled together. I think really the hope for this is that
Must acquire Greenland.
the hope for this is that I'm going to be able to connect more with you guys and be able to answer questions, because questions are good to be answered. So I'm just kind of popping through the social media here, showing you how I've been using this stuff, really just kind of promoting the brand. To create different things, which to me is really the point of using open source stuff, is that it's an inexpensive way. You're not having to pay a bunch of money to do stuff, and then you can promote your brand. So I think that's really a fantastic way. I have just recently started paying for ChatGPT. Let's go over here to Chat OpenAI. And I'm going to tell you what, I've been extremely impressed with it. I don't usually pay a lot of money for different online services, although I do usually pay for like Suno, stuff like that. With the GPT, the image stuff that they are coming out with is just incredible. So again, if we go over here, look at this Bumbo Boom stuff. All of this stuff is images that ChatGPT has been creating. Really high quality, and once you pay the $20, they say you get unlimited, but it's like it's spaced out, so you can't just be like image. What I would like to do personally is be able to say, I need 5 images, give me 5 ideas, okay, pump them out, and then come back. You can't really do that. It does. I had it work one time, but other than that, you pretty much go one word at a time. So, okay, so I'm going to check back over the Discord. And yeah, okay, we'll give up on that for now. Let me see what else we got going on here. So I have just released the newsletter for Farm. That's all FarmHam members and above. That just went out today. And that is going to start by having a weekly recap. I'm going to put some old stuff. We have so many different softwares on here. Let's go to this list.getgoingfast.pro. There's so many softwares. I mean, you can see this whole list of stuff that I've gone ahead and created installers for, that you can really just go through here and grab something and try it. Just be like, I want to try latent sync. I want to, okay, what is this Joy Caption? A bunch of little stuff on here too. OmniParser is kind of interesting. I really think you could find a use for that. But even little stuff like Nuclear Music Player, like why not? Little things up there, so you can always go and try these things. In the newsletter, I'm going to go ahead and try to, have some like, hey, this is the stuff from the past. Let's look at that So you can always go ahead and play with that. But anyway, in the newsletter, you can look at that. We're also going to have the link for each one of these. It is for Farmham members and whatnot. And honestly, if this goes good enough, if we can get enough people rocking in here and asking questions, then I'll be happy to do this on Fridays too. Okay, but I think we need to get a few more viewers, active viewers, to do that. And honestly, I'm happy to troubleshoot you guys as well. Okay, so what is it? Dave tells us, do you use the Sora interface? I have not used the Sora interface. You're talking about with ChatGPT, but let's go ahead and try it. Yo. So I'm going to pop on over here and say, create a video of a robot surfer dude with long hair, real robotic android, looking and slick and cool. Skater surfer vibe. It is riding a big wave, and I don't know. Let's throw something in here that we probably won't be able to do. But and the waves crash. Now let's say and in the waves are the words get going fast. The image gives an idea of speed. All right, so let's do it. Now this will probably last longer than this will probably take longer than we've got on the live stream, but we can go ahead and put that in there. So in the meanwhile, maybe ask Dave, what kind of stuff are you working on these days? What is your real focus with AI? What's the stuff you're loving? I keep reaching over here because my foot is itching. They say when your nose itches, someone's thinking about you. I don't know what it means when your foot itches. Probably means your dog's got fleas or something like that. I don't know. All right, so we're just sitting here. I'm trying to think what else we can talk about while we're waiting. Oh, you can see, so that's actually pretty fast there. Another thing I noticed about the ChatGPT stuff is it has a really nice in-painting feature. So you create an image, and then you can go in there and, it's in-painting. You paint the different areas, but it actually kind of grabs it intuitively and figures out what's going on there. And fix it. So that's really cool. So we're just waiting for this to come up. Looks like it's coming up pretty fast. I do want to say, so Sora, is obviously the big thing. Hunyuan is awesome also. So let's check over here on the Get Going Fast page. You can see over here under video generation, the big ones that we're playing with is Wan 2.1. Just incredible. Freaking incredible. But this Hunyuan is awesome as well. So Hunyuan does straight text to video, which I think rivals Sora. Now, I'm not saying that you can get the same length, and obviously the for-profit models are always going to have something a little bit better. But Hunyuan, if you prompt that thing right, you can really get something good out of it. But again, you're talking like 3-4 seconds, okay? The other huge one is just 1.2.1. So really what you could do is go over to your ChatGPT. You could have it create a high quality image and then throw it into 1.21, do their image to video creation, and it is incredible. Okay, I'm not joking. 1.2. I put a picture of a gal with her cowboy hat on. I say, have it, remove it, and she removes it. All right, I mean, it's incredible. Okay, take a shirt off, that kind of stuff. So there is definitely open source stuff going here. Okay, so this created a image. Oh, it didn't create the video. That is kind of a cool picture though. So we'll go ahead and save that to our desktop. I wonder why I didn't create a video. Oh, here up here is your in painting. See if anyone else is meeting. Hi, GJ. Hi, all. Pupatolino. Yo, what is up, dude? What are you working on these days? I want to hear what you're working on. let's tell ChatGPT I was trying to create a Sora video. So that is something that frustrates. I mean, ChatGPT is sometimes so brilliant that I'm just like, I'm praising it. I'm literally, I'm like, wow, that was amazing. And then other times it does stuff that is so stupid that I'm upset at it. Like I have gotten viscerally upset at ChatGPT. So it says Sora isn't publicly available to use yet. Well, maybe I'm missing up on this because I was pretty certain that paying subscriptions got it. So let's ask it. Said, I paid a subscription. I thought I'd get videos. Meanwhile, what we can do here. Look, it says OpenAI's Sora isn't available to anyone outside of a very limited group. Well, kiss my butt on that one. That stinks. But what we can do though is let's do this. Let's load up our Comfy UI and let's throw something into WAN 2.1. Let's see what Puppetolino says over here. Busy, but I'd like to use Comfy UI seriously. Yeah, I definitely hear that. Definitely good to get going with Comfy. So Comfy UI is one of those things that I wish there was things that was a little less confusing for people, but you know, what can you do? It really is just, it runs everything. And even when I try to create stuff, what I often try to do is I try to make something that is a standalone app for you guys, but it's never as fast. And you know, I'm about get going fast, and so I really don't want to. I really don't want to make you go slow. So let's do this really quick. I'm going to pop this over into here. You should be able to see my Comfy UI workflow here. So this is a basic image generation workflow. So let's do this. I'm going to go click. I'm going to open up, and I'm going to go over to my workflows. So the way I keep my workflows is in my Comfy UI folder, I have a folder called workflows, and then I break everything up by HunYuan, Flux, you know, WAN, that sort of thing. Because, you know, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. Well, organization with your AI work is paramount. So let's go ahead and load it up here. Okay, I want to make sure there ain't nothing bad here. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to grab that image that we created with ChatGPT. So we went ahead and created the image of that surfer robot. If I can find it, where did that go? I got too much of this. I'm just talking about cleanliness, and this is why. Okay, so we're going to pull that up there. Throw that bad boy in it. Now let's go over to here and just, let's actually go back to this. Let's go back to ChatGPT and say, okay, I understand. I understand you're a turd. No, we'll say, okay, I understand. Instead, give me a good video prompt for an image to video generator using the image you already created of the surfer Android. Okay. So there we go. This is a great, you know, again, I'm a good writer, but it always slows me down to sit and write long prompts. So this is a great way of doing that. Now we can just pop back over here. Let's put that into there, and then I'm going to turn this way down because I'm not sure how this is going to go with my, because I'm already running some stuff. But let's turn this down 320 to 480. No, we want that. Let's go 480 by 320. And let's see, we got steps. Okay, this will be a low quality thing. Notice I got my steps down at 10. That's really low quality, which is fine. Okay, because we don't want it to crash on us. We got 81 frames, frame rate is 16. So let's see if I put that to 15. What is that? 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. That'd be a 5-second video. Let's do 20 frames. We'll do a 4-second video. Okay, let's click run and see what happens. All right. So notice it brought up this error. That's fine. We're just going to click here, and then we're going to click the right one. I think it's going to want the BA32. So now, oh, we got some more errors. I just got to go and find the right ones. Okay, so there you go. Notice now she's running off to the races. So let's go over here and see what you guys are saying. Where did that go? Definitely good to get going with Comfy. Why do you wear such a large hat indoors? Annabella, I'm wearing this large hat because I couldn't find my small hat. So that's kind of the answer to that right there. Plus, I don't always think to take my hat off. Sometimes I just have it on. Okay, so we've got an error. Given groups equals 1, weight of size expected input to have 60 channels, we've got 36. So this is the kind of error that's frustrating. Let's copy it, but it probably has to do with our models. So let's go over here and let's switch out some of these. Nice thing is now once it's errored, expected input, given groups. Okay, where's the error at? So error at the video sampler. So it might be my dimensions, but I think it's probably, oh, there it is. Okay, notice I grabbed the text to video and not the image to video. Okay, bam. So now if we run that, so it ain't gonna work if we're using the wrong model. That's one of the things about Comfy. Comfy, it's so not new user friendly. But here's the thing: you're all clever and smart people, so you're not going to be new users for long. But you know, sometimes there's people that come in and they're just like, I mean, they don't even know where the start button is. They don't know, you know, how to use the file explorer. And if God bless them hearts, okay? But I tell you, if they're coming in and using this and they get an error like that, they're not going to know what to do. So, okay. That's going to run now. I'm going to turn off a little bit of the... I'm going to go over here while this is running. I'm going to turn off some quality stuff here. That I'm going to turn this off, so you're going to notice a sound quality drop. This is going to save up some of my resources, and you'll notice a video quality drop as well. Okay, but we've only got a couple more minutes, so I want to make sure that we can get through this. Now, I use what's called OBS software and NVIDIA Broadcast, so it runs AI stuff. That's like how we get the background on here, and I'm certain you've noticed a change in the audio quality since I click that button. But it runs at high resource, so the computer is competing for priority. But now let's see if you guys got anything else you're saying here other than about my hat. Annabelle's a happy carnivore. Well, probably because she's a carnivore. Meat make you happy. Any other questions you guys got about here with this Comfy stuff while we're sitting here waiting for this to finish up? 60. I'm sitting here pinning my thumbs because we got more calls coming in here in just a couple minutes, and I am counting on the clock here. So a lot of this stuff, what I do with it is if you get a new workflow, I just throw it in and then I click run straight off the bat. And you saw how all those red buttons came up. And then you can just fix everything one by one. which makes it so much easier. Okay, look, we've moved on. we're marched. This is actually pretty fast. Okay, look, we're done. So let's go over to our queue, and let's see what it made. Okay, that's not the greatest, but that's not bad. Okay, and remember what we did here is we only did 10 steps. So steps is like how many times you're working over something, right? So if we'd have put this up to 30 steps, 40 steps, it would have taken a lot longer, but it would have been better too. Notice that took us 3 minutes to make that. That's actually not bad. And if I didn't have all these resources going, I could have made this in a minute and a half. Okay, maybe even less. So in the future, what you do is you pop them steps up there, pop up your number of frames. Let's see, where did the frames go? Frame number. Oh, that's down here. 80 is actually pretty decent, especially if you're not running a higher end thing. I've got 24 gigabytes of VRAM. I'm going to max out at around, I could push this up to 180. Okay. I'm going to have to, this one doesn't look like it has Sage Attention. Oh, it does. Sage Attention's on there. So with Sage Attention, I could probably get 180 frames out of this, but definitely going to be lower frame like this. And then you could go 20, 30 steps. Again, this is a low quality thing. 10 is a low quality. All right. It's just, it would be much better if you did the other. Also, what do we got here? We got the 480p. So you're not going to be able to run the 720p on this. You just won't. But there are the GGUF models, which are over on the Get Going Fast site. So here, if you use this one here, this GGUF, you could actually use the 720 at probably like a Quant 4, Quant 5, and actually it does increase the quality. So, all right, well, we're going to have to end it there. We got another meeting going on here. Good. Thanks for those who showed up. We'll try to shore this up a little bit next time, make it a little bit smoother for you. I do appreciate you guys being part of the channel and popping in here and saying yo, because you made my day. Okay, so thank you very much to all y'all out there. Next Wednesday we'll be back here. Be checking out for the newsletter for it is coming out to all Farmhand members and above. Okay, so that is a special thing about being part of the inner core here of stuff, and we'll actually work on a project together. And then you get the Monday newsletters as well. So, all right, unless you guys got anything else to say, we're going to give you a big old yo and catch you on the other side. I'll hang out here for a few seconds just to see if anyone says anything, and then I got dogs over here. They whooping at me wanting to go out for a walk. I got phone calls, and we'll do all that good stuff. All right, I think we're going to call her good there. You guys have a great rest of your day.